and welcome back to my channel. In this channel, I post skincare and makeup reviews so you can have a general idea on how they work before purchasing them. On today's video, I'll be sharing my experience in using Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Extra Strength Daily Peel Pads. I've been seeing this on a lot of makeup artist kits because apparently it can really smooth out your skin for a better makeup application. And I've also been seeing a lot of people with acne and acne marks rave about these peel pads. I got this from Sephora and this cost 124 Canadian dollars for 30 pads. So what is it? The Alpha Beta Daily Peel is a fast-acting, two-step daily treatment with AHAs and BHAs to boost radiance, smooth fine lines, refine pores, and improve tone and texture with no downtime. They offer a range of peels for different skin types. You can also take the quiz on their site to know which one is for you. In my case, because I'm not new to acids, I choose to get the Extra Strength Daily Peel. So how does it work? So step 1 is packed with AHAs and BHAs. AHA is known to accelerate turnover. It gently lifts off dead skin cells to reveal newer, fresher, and smoother skin. While BHAs clear up blackheads, whiteheads, amelia, and have anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties. Meanwhile, step 2 is a neutralizer. It neutralizes acid activity for dramatic results without ever throwing your skin off balance. So let's talk about the step-by-step on how to use the peel. So first things first, always patch test. Use this diagram as a reference on how to patch test. You can use this peel pads in the morning or in the evening, but I would recommend to use this at night because acids are known as photosensitizers. So having AHA and BHA in skincare may increase your chances of suffering from sun damage. After doing a patch test and I didn't have any reaction to it, I first then cleansed my face, put a toner, and my toner of choice when I was using this was the Dermalogica toner. And then I started using the first step, which is the exfoliating peel pad. So the packaging has a number. It says number 1, so you don't get confused. This is the pad with the acid. They suggest to apply this on your face until it's dry, but this pad is super wet and has a lot of product in it. So I ended up applying this not just on my face, but also on my neck and even on my elbows. And then I waited for 2 minutes and then I used wipe number 2, which is the neutralizer. Neutralizer is a very important step when using an acid. A neutralizer will allow you to control the depth of any peel and stop frosting should it occur. It will also ensure that the acid on your skin stops working after you've completed your treatment. After that, I use a moisturizer and sometimes I use a serum and then a moisturizer. When I'm using actives, I don't play around with other skincare actives. I really keep it super simple. So for this whole 7 days of using the Dr. Dennis Gross Peel Pad, the only active that I've incorporated with my routine is just this peel pad alone. I didn't put any niacinamide, vitamin C, or whatever. I stopped all of that and just focus on this peel pad. So how often should you use it? Dr. Dennis Gross suggests that first-time peel users may apply it every other day until your skin becomes acclimated, and then once you've introduced it with no sensitivities, they recommend using this daily either in the morning or night. So let's talk about my 1-week experience with using the Dr. Dennis Gross Peel Pad. So for day 1, I really felt the sting, especially the first time that I swiped the pad on my face. Oh, it has a strong smell. Stinging a little bit here and here. But when I was massaging it all over my face, I didn't feel any sting anymore. And when I used the neutralizer, which is a step 2, it really helped in calming my skin. And when I was putting my moisturizer on, I didn't feel any sting at all and my skin was back to normal. I had no irritation whatsoever. Day 2, I had the same experience, initial sting, then it felt okay after. Day 3 was a different story. It felt really painful when I put the pad on my face. Oh, that stings a lot on the third day. The sting still felt tolerable, but I really felt that I have to pause and not use this every day to give my skin a little rest. So I didn't use it over the weekend. I had 2 days of rest, and this is my day 4 experience in trying it. I didn't use these pads during the weekend because the last time I was using it, it really was stinging my face and I was scared. So I decided to rest it for 2 days. So now is day 4 of using these pads, and I'm going to use it in the morning instead of at night because my schedule is getting busy. Also, update, I started purging. There's one pimple here that, oh my god, why did I do this? I popped it and now it's inflamed, and I also have one pimple here. So I'm starting to purge, but very minimal. Besides that, there were also a lot of blackheads that started to dry out. For the longest time, I have a blackhead here that is not ready. It's always been there, but I know that I couldn't just remove it with my blackhead extractor. You know, when your blackhead is just so deep, you know that it's so hard to remove unless it's ready. So that dried out and that was easy to remove. I also have like some whiteheads here were not ready, but then after the 3rd day that I was using this, dried out, so I just used my blackhead extractor to remove it. So that's the update. Now let's try this on. Yeah, now there's minimal stinging. It's not stinging that much as I recall it on my 3rd use. I thoroughly washed my face and I didn't put makeup yesterday, I believe. So I don't know why it's a little brown in the center. I guess those are my dead skin cells. Okay, 2 minutes has passed. I'm going to use the second pad. I want to say this is my favorite part because it feels soothing. Remember how this used to be so dark? I find that it's lightening up. And even this was so hard to lighten up. I usually, when I use my niacinamide serum, it can easily lighten it up, but I don't know why it was so hard. But finally I can see that this part is really lightening up. When it comes to my freckles, yeah, this one is really hard and really dark ones, but I can also see some lightening on the small one in here. And overall, my forehead is usually darker than my face. I don't know, maybe because the sun hits it the most. I don't know if this is also the case for you guys, but yeah, this is usually darker than the rest of my face. And this part is also lightening up. Like you can see, like the top of my brows is starting to light up. So I think more than anything, it's really starting to even out my skin tone. So since I'm using it in the morning, I'm still going to use a serum and then a moisturizer. I'm going to use the Cica Plus because I don't want my skin to dry out. So I'm using a repair balm. So it's a heavier moisturizer. And of course my Beauty of Joseon sunscreen. This has SPF 50 plus PA plus to make sure that my skin is protected. If you're using acid on your face, you can't skip sunscreen. Sunscreen is very essential, or else it's gonna damage your skin instead of making it better. So this is day 5 of using the Dr. Dennis Cross. I just woke up, washed my face, and this is how my skin is looking like. I find that I don't have any rough bumps anymore on my face. It really feels so smooth. And even though I really got scared, especially my first try because it stings, it actually did not cause any redness, any flare out. Again, it made me purge a bit, but actually it was not supposed to be too bad. I picked this pimple up, that's why it's flaring up. I think that if I didn't pick this pimple up, I don't think it would flare too much. I think that it will just go away by its own, but I did. That's my mistake. So yeah, let's start putting this on for day 5. You know the drill. Exfoliating pad first. I did not even read the second pad. It says number 2 is anti-aging neutralizer. So I was right the first time when I said that the second pad feels like it's neutralizing the effect of the first pad. Oh, I don't feel any stinging anymore. The smell is still strong though. I will not get used to how acid it smells like, but the smell doesn't linger on your face. I'm gonna concentrate on the top of my forehead because I find that this is catching up to the tone of my skin, but the upper part of my forehead needs to catch up more. Almost dry now, so it's time for my elbows. 2 minutes is done. Let's do the neutralizer. Follow it up with serum, my repair balm. So this is how my skin looks like. So this is day 4 after the treatment. Okay, so this is day 6 of using the Dr. Dennis Gross. I noticed yesterday when I was doing my makeup that my makeup is really applying evenly and smoothly on my face because I have a very smooth canvas. I love it. I love how my makeup look like on top of my skin now. I also find that when I was washing my face, like I can't feel any bumps or texture on my skin. It feels really smooth. So we're now on day 6 and I'm really seeing the results when it comes to evening out my skin texture, evening out the skin tone, and the way my skin feels. So we're going to use pad number 1 again. I am back to a nighttime application. I'm sure that the moms can feel me. It's my daughter's summer vacation, so there's no school, so it's full day of me having to attend to her. So I can't do it in the morning. My morning is super rushed. I actually like applying this better at night because the last time I applied it in the morning, it was 30 degrees here in Toronto, and I was so stressed and scared that it can have like a reverse reaction in my skin. So I was reapplying my sunscreen and reapplying it. I was like really so scared. So I think I'm better applying this in the evening so I don't have to worry about my sun exposure. But even if you apply it at night, of course you still need to apply sunscreen in the morning. Okay, 2 minutes has passed. Let's do the neutralizer. So here is what my skin looks like on day 6. On the last day, I think my skin is getting accustomed to these peel pads. It doesn't sting anymore, but I had another pimple on the side of my cheek near my nose. So here are my final thoughts about the Dr. Dennis Gross Extra Strength Daily Peel. I really think it evened out my skin tone. It also really helps in removing dead skin cells and making my skin feel really smooth. My forehead, which is darker than the rest of my face, really started to catch up with the tone of my entire face and it got lighter. My makeup looked smoother on and lasted longer. It also helps minimize blackheads and whiteheads, and the only downside I saw when I was using this is the minimal purging. I had 3 pimples in total that started to come out within the week of using this. So I think I'm going to be using this twice or thrice a week instead of using it every day, just so I can let my skin barrier also rest. And with those 4 to 5 days of rest, I'm going to concentrate on using moisturizers with ceramides and hydrating toners to keep my skin barrier healthy. But overall, I think it's a great product. It's great for people with oily combination skin or people who has a lot of texture and bumps on their skin. And when it comes to its claims, I have yet to use this more times to see if it's really effective on fine lines and wrinkles. But with uneven texture and blemishes, it's really effective. My skin really felt smooth after and my blemishes really lightened up. For acne, I'm not too sure. I'm not acne prone and it's normal for me to have a pimple once or twice a month. I don't really get a lot of them, but again, within a week of using this peel pads, I had 3 pimples come out while using this. So I'm not too sure if this will be great for acne, but I really think that it is worth the money because there's no downtime and you can easily use this at home and it's very effective. So that ends my review and my experience with the Dr. Dennis Gross Peel Pads. If you have any questions that I didn't cover on this video, just let me know in the comment section below. I'll be happy to answer all of your questions. And if you have any skincare that you're curious about that you want me to try, just also leave the comment down below. I'll be happy to accommodate them. Thank you so much again for watching. I'll see you on my next one.